Okay, welcome to this edition of Operator SDK Bug Triage. I'll be the host, and I have just started recording, so please be mindful of that. Be aware of the code of conduct that we're always held to, and make sure that whatever is shared at this point going forward, know that it'll be on the web forever. And with that, apologize for last week ditching out on a meeting. I was unaware, but I think that's all been resolved. Calendar is up to date, and I'm not going anywhere. Not sure what was said, but that's not my plan. I did switch jobs, which causes some conflicts, but I think I've got it all resolved. So with that, why don't we get rolling? Let's just start. Okay. Is this Jose? You want to grab this? We'll get a book report. Unable to find one of the customization manifest files.
Yeah, I can explain this one. Basically, what is happening is in the Helm and Ansible plugins to like scaffold projects, we allow people to run init and create API in the same command within init. So you can pass GVK flags or a Helm chart path. And the way that the plugin was executing both at the same time was kind of incorrect. There were some inconsistencies with the ordering of execution. So the PR that I currently have open, that first one right there, fixes this problem for Helm, and then I'm going to post a follow-up for Ansible, which doesn't have the same manifestation of this bug, but has the same underlying problem.
Excellent. Should we, thank you for that. Should we peg this to a milestone at all?
Yeah, let's throw this into the 1.6, and I'm going to backport this to 1.4 as well. But yeah, 1.6 for now.
Yeah. Did we have labels for that? Yeah. Do we?
Oh yeah, look at that.
No, that's the wrong one. This is the backport.
I
nice
guess it would just be create a milestone for 142 or something like that, and then I can do that on the side here, and then add it to that milestone.
Yeah, it'd be good to have. Yeah.
Needs backport or something like that.
Okay, great. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. This needs backport. That way it's not missed at a minimum. I would suspect that would be commonplace. Okay, I think we've got that one handled. For the Go operator finalizer to clean up resources before a custom resource deletion is not working. Do we have details on the version? We do. Okay, so operator SDK 1.4, 117 cluster. It looks like we probably need to put this in some level of triaging.
Yeah, I mean, this looks more like a question than anything, just because I mean, obviously finalizers do work. They just seem to be confused about implementation. So I would put triage support on here and the Go operator or Go language label as well. Should be down at the bottom. It's language/Go. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, it's looking for a shortcut. Hands off mouse.
And I would put this in the backlog, I guess, just because it's triage.
Yeah, I might take a look at this a bit later too. Just seems like a good one to
Sure.
figure out what our users are getting. Okay. path issue with probably some Windows components here. So this will be interesting because I'm not sure if we actually, I don't know to what extent we support Windows.
There is no official support for Windows. Typically, we'll try and help people out who have Windows problems because some things should work. But if like there are, you know, environment consistencies like this path problem, then we're just kind of like, yeah, like that is probably the right thing to do for you, but we're not going to document it because we don't support Windows.
Yeah.
It might almost be worth having like a Windows label or like unsupported platform label so people can just query all the relevant issues. I don't know if that's like the best idea, but we do occasionally get Windows questions that pop up. Honestly, if people just like search for like Windows as a keyword in the GitHub issues search, like a bunch of these things will pop up. So that's probably good enough for now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can follow up on this. My thought would be just comment like that's probably the right thing to do for you. But because Windows isn't supported, we're not going to document this and close it out. So you can assign that to me and then, yeah, put it in the backlog, put triage support on there. And actually, yeah, triage support and triage won't fix. If we have that. Or there's like, it might not be a triage label, but it's like, won't fix. Just type in fix. No, all right, leave it alone then.
No fix. There's no fix for the fix.
No fix for the fix.
Try this. No. Hold your tongue up into the left. Does that help? Okay. Is it able to use Kate's client invalidation webhook? Is it able to?
Yeah, I looked at this last week. They are effectively asking whether within the defaulter and validator interface implementations for their API type, if they can somehow inject a client. And the answer is maybe, but you shouldn't, because you're gating the creation of a CR on some cluster state is something that your controller should be handling. Like that's the whole reason for a controller, right? So, and setting, instead of like actually gating the creation of it, which can cause like weird, like unexpected validation issues, you should add like a status that says school does not exist in this case for a classroom. That's the gist of what I would respond with. And I planned on responding last week and never got around to it. So you can assign me and I'll just do that.
I'll take it as my fault. I'm sure you had to recover from my missing last week, and that was the time probably allotted to this. And
oh no, that was just pure laziness on my part.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay, bundle Docker file path should be parameterized. Let's see here. Let's go. Triage support. Looks like somebody already added. Okay, it looks like you were here before.
Yeah. Okay, so they responded. So the author of this issue is asking for the Operator SDK to support writing the bundle.docker file, which is created by make bundle or Operator SDK generate bundle somewhere else in the project. And they cited some steps in a migration guide that they didn't quite follow to completion, it looks like. So I I was like, yeah, you should probably follow it to completion. But it looks like they responded with something different. So I can take this on and follow up.
Sure. Grabbing all of these. Okay, I'll look more for it now. Let's see here. I will use the variables in meta.name, meta.namespace in the Operator SDK. Marcia, you want to add any?
Yeah, so I think this is regarding the change of variable names, which we had after SDK 1.0 release. So the functionality remains the same. So as far as I know, there must not be any issues during upgrading and rollback are in the operator or operand functionality. It's just the change of variable names, which has happened from SDK 1.0 onwards. So I have added the documentation for that.
Okay, so next steps on this. Do you have?
I think we can throw this to
has this
backlog.
landed?
Sorry?
I'm sorry, has this documentation landed that you're referring to?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say close this out because they like the documentation already exists and it's part of a migration guide that they didn't follow. So I would yeah say close it out.
Yeah, perfect. I'll grab that.
Sounds good.
Thanks. Right. Query regarding, regrading? Probably regarding, right? Transition of existing workloads on Kate's to operator. Is there a procedure to transition existing workloads? Okay, so they want an operator to take over the workload. That's what they're curious about.
This is interesting, but should be fairly straightforward. Like if you have a bunch of CRs that have dependent resources and they're not being managed by anything, or they're just being managed manually by Helm, then the Helm operator, if you just write one, it should, once run, start picking up and managing those resources.
Yeah, yeah. This seems very operator specific. So asking the question generically to the SDK seems like not the right place, right? Like or documenting how you might be able to manage that, but there's nothing. I'm thinking out loud. If there's nothing generic in the Operator SDK that would help anyone manage that concern, you would have to build an operator that would know about either labels or some kind of
there might be like some things that you need to do to each CR that you want managed before managing them with a Helm operator, but I don't exactly know what they are right off the top of my head. But I do know that any CR that your controller watches will be managed by that controller.
Well, sure.
Like once you deploy the operator. So that's that, like it should all automatically take over. I think Joe would know some of the specifics for this particular situation. So maybe I'll ping him about following up on this.
I might have missed this initially, but this was specific around, it looks like it was specific around moving from Helm charts to a Helm-based operator.
Yeah. There might, I'm just unsure whether there's like an annotation or two that should be added to the existing CRs. And whether the way that they're managing their CRs with Helm can be replicated in Helm Operator. In most cases it can be, but there are some flags that the Helm Operator doesn't support on release installation and updates. So yeah, I will, can you actually CC Joe on this one?
Anything else? How should we proceed?
You can put it in the backlog, probably. Just leave it unassigned.
Okay. So that should be enough notification.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, how to create an image pool secret in another namespace from the operator controller. My operator is in another namespace. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds like a support question. Just like a general Kubernetes support question.
That's what my thought was too, was this is a basic Kubernetes question.
Yeah.
Should probably be an upstream question, I suppose, but
Yeah, I think it would be sufficient to like link some docs on image pull secrets and whatnot and say this
Yeah.
isn't an SDK specific problem, but here are relevant upstream docs. Take a look there.
I'll tell you what,
and
I'll take
then-
this on and close it out.
Okay.
I'll get on that following this meeting.
Cool.
I think we're actually complete. Check that. Yeah. What did we do with this? I was going
You
to
can
close that
put
out
that.
too. What's that?
Yeah. Yeah, you can, or unless Varsha wants to handle closing that out because she's already commented on it.
Actually,
yeah, I'll
that's
close
what,
this out.
Cool.
No worries.
perfect. Refresh. We are complete. Anything else that we should bring up or talk about?
Yeah, the 1.5 release is going to be a little bit delayed because we are having release pipeline issues. Specifically, Travis's PowerPC architecture machines are not working right now. So we're in the middle of porting that release pipeline to Travis. Sorry, from Travis to GitHub Actions. Once that's done, then we won't have to worry about that problem anymore. But for this week, probably we will have some issues with that and a delay that won't last hopefully more than a few days.
Yeah. Does that jeopardize 1.6 at all? 1.6 is only 3 weeks
No,
past the.
I think I think the release cadence will stay the same. It's just that 1.5 will be delayed a little bit.
Sounds good. Okay.
Cool. I think we're good to go.
All right. Be well, my friends. That will conclude. Next get together I should know by now. Isn't it Wednesday? It is Wednesday. We'll
Yeah,
have a
Wednesday
monthly
we have the
on
monthly
Wednesday.
meeting.
And we'll see everybody there. Thanks.
Cool. Thanks a lot, Ken. See y'all.
Thank
See you.
Thank you.